Joining me now is Boston Mayor Marty Walsh. Mayor, thanks so much for taking the time to come in.
Thanks for having me.
So many parents are concerned. This is a very fluid situation. Is there any plan to close the Boston public schools?
Not right now. We're not having plans, but what we are doing is preparing for the potential having to close the schools. There's a lot of moving pieces. In talking to some of the experts, what they're telling us is sometimes the schools are the safest place for our kids.
Sure.
Because of the unlikelihood of them contracting the coronavirus, but that doesn't answer questions to the adults that come into the schools or the teachers that come into the schools. So we have a very aggressive plan that's cleaning our schools, but we are looking at you can't just simply close schools because there's a lot of other things that happen. We are putting together a plan in the event that we have to, so
Sure.
Parents have all the answers they're going to be asking.
I do know one of those biggest concerns from covering the schools is that children get 2 meals a day in the Boston public schools. So in the event that the schools would have to close, no decision right now, but is there a plan in place for how that
We're working on it right now.
might be help with children with food insecurity?
We're working on it right now, and last night we had to close one of our schools in Boston, the Elliott. Some of those kids are on free and reduced lunches, so the plan is in place now. So we're going to have a kind of a smaller version of what's going on. 80% of our kids are on free or reduced lunch. Right. That's 80% of 57,000. So we have to figure out how would we get something to that magnitude, delivering food to families, or where could they pick them up? So all of those answers will have, all those questions we'll have answers for very soon in the event we have to close the schools.
Right. Let me ask you, moving on to the Boston Marathon, because that is such a huge event looming in the near future. Can we say right now that the Boston Marathon will not be happening on April 20th?
I can't say at this particular moment, but there's been lots of meetings yesterday and today. I think it's something reported in the paper of a meeting I had yesterday. So we're in the process right now. Announcements will coming shortly.
We know that you met yesterday with all of the cities and towns involved, the 8 cities and towns, and it is a multi-layered process. So much impact, as you mentioned the other day, $211 million of an impact on the region. But is there some sort of timetable for when people will know the NCAA tournament has been canceled?
I would say people will know within the next 48 hours.
So in the next 48 hours, that's the timetable.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces. I mean, you have the cities and towns. If we wanted to reschedule a marathon, we have to make sure that it works for cities and towns. Right. If we also have media partners at this station, which is very interested in it. You have the sponsors like John Hancock. We have the state and federal governments. We have MEMA. We have a lot of different moving pieces here, and I think very shortly we'll be announcing something.
Right now, the thought is the fall, where a lot of events are being moved, but you have no date as of right now to discuss it.
Everything is on the table for conversation, and like I said, the announcements will be shortly. I think that, you know, one thing that we canceled the St. Patrick's Day parade on Monday, and it seemed like a big deal, and today it doesn't. It seems like it was just another day.
Put in perspective.
So I think at the end of the day, my top priority and our top priority should be making sure we're keeping people safe, taking drastic extreme measures. People might say, well, why are you doing that? It's about preventing the spread of the virus, and that's what we have to do. And I think if we've learned anything from China or maybe even Italy, is that they weren't on top of it quick enough. Not necessarily their fault, but we have to learn from this. Talking to my colleagues around the country, I've talked to Mayor Jenny Durkin in Seattle. I've talked to Bill de Blasio in New York. I talked to Bill Peduto in Pittsburgh, that has no cases. We're learning from them as well. So, you know, we need to, I think it's sharing ideas and sharing best practices and sharing. This is all fluid, and we're learning as we go.
It is fluid. Let me ask you, the authorities in Los Angeles have received significant criticism for not canceling their marathon on Sunday. Is it your gut as a mayor that it's what should happen? I
think you have to be very careful here. I think we have to look and make sure that we're keeping people safe, and those decisions, that's what leadership's about. And I'm not criticizing my friend in Los Angeles, Eric Gossett. He's a very dear friend of mine. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna make some very unpopular decisions, but if it keeps people safe, then I'll live with it. All
right, so we'll look for that decision in the next 48 hours. What's your message to senior citizens? They're very worried. All they hear is that people over 60 are at risk, and often they live alone, they don't have help. What do you want seniors to know about senior centers?
I think first and foremost, the risk to seniors is that meaning that we're worried about if you get the virus, what happens to you physically. That doesn't mean that you are in any different position to get the virus. So being careful means don't go into large crowds. being careful is don't be shaking hands, and seniors love to hug and say hi to people. Don't do that. If you're at home and a family member comes over that's not feeling well, just ask them not to come in.
Just be safe.
Constantly wash your hands and just stay out of the public. Stay out of the public realm for now. That's really what this is all about. It's about keeping people safe. And I had this conversation with my mother. She'll kill me now for saying she's a senior, but I had a conversation with my mother 2 days ago to say, Mom, if people come over the house, and you're not feeling well, just because you want to keep people safe. And people that are 60 and older, I mean, if you have respiratory issues or you're sick, don't risk it. It's not worth it.
Not worth the risk.
It's not worth it.
Boston Mayor Marty Walsh, we appreciate your candor. Thank you for coming in, and thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks, Paula.